Our valedictory to the university will be presented by Laron Burrows. Today, he is... That's quite all right. Today, he is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Chemical Engineering. Laron, please come forward.
Good morning. Before I begin, I would like to say a thank you to the family and friends who've been supporting us throughout our time at Kettering. I would like to give a round of applause to them. Now I'd like to thank the faculty and staff at Kettering University who've made our time enjoyable here while we were getting our education. And lastly, I would like to thank the Board of Trustees. Thank you. My name is Laron Burrows. I'm a chemical engineering student from Freeport, Grand Bahama, the Bahamas. And if you want to talk about a difficult time transitioning to college, we could talk about the transition from the Bahamas to Michigan without ever seeing snow before. I'm still learning the art of layering. But at Kettering, I've learned a lot, and I'm sure we all have over our time at this great institution. We've been studying and learning for over 4 years to go into the world and make the right decisions. But if we've learned anything, we know that our learning has just begun. At Kettering, we learned a lot in a short period of time. We faced tough courses, tough professors. We faced the curve, and in some cases, we set the curve. But that's common for any degree from any institution. What's unique to a Kettering graduate is we've received calls from HR whilst in class. We may have had to skip a class to go to a job interview. We've prepared for finals while setting up a lease agreement for the next 3 months. And most importantly, we've completed a thesis, or we are completing a thesis. But at the end of our Kettering career, we can pack up an entire room in under a day. We are expert packers and movers at the end of our Kettering career. But throughout our Kettering career and our co-ops, we entered the workforce and left our mark. We entered wide-eyed and eager to learn and contribute. We overcame the competitive job selection process, some as teenagers and some as young adults. We dealt with wage disputes, we filed taxes, we dealt with tough problems and tough world projects. But we're just getting started. While we were getting our degree, genome editing became easier because of a technology called CRISPR. Artificial intelligence became mainstream, and commercial electric vehicles are here and probably in the parking lot today. We've discovered water on Mars and planets outside our solar system. And I personally know graduates who've contributed to all of those advancements, who've worked on electric vehicles at Tesla, who've researched CRISPR in their free time, and who've coded in artificial intelligence while in the Thompson Hall dorms. This serves as a sign that even though the world is moving fast, we are moving with it. Problem solving at Kettering, we took into consideration almost every variable we could think of, except for those variables that were so small, we neglected them and neglected their impact on our final solution. However, in the real world, there are variables that we cannot neglect, that always impact our final solution, and we just can't find a formula for in our textbooks. Those variables are the empathy our solution displays towards other people and the long-term impact our solution has on the society in which they are implemented. As Kettering graduates, innovation is what we do, and I'm sure that we will leave our mark on history. But my challenge to the graduates is to study the history of the past, and study the innovations to not make the same mistakes of the past. The mistakes that put scientific advancement over basic empathy towards people. The mistakes that put profit over people, and the mistakes that put budget cuts over the impact they have on this society. We are in the moment where we believe artificial intelligence is a new frontier, and our solutions to our problems no longer exist here on Earth, but they're somewhere out there on Mars. Right now, we have to make the right decision, and we have to be on the right side of science and history. And we all have a role in answering these questions. Should you let your business suffer the operating costs of a human laborer when you could replace them with artificial intelligence? Should you let a person with a mental health condition be afforded the opportunity to go to Mars? Should we let autonomous vehicles operate near our school zones? What is the statistical risk we are comfortable with taking around our kids? In September of 2016, I finished my last course at Kettering University. And at the age of 21, in October, I signed a full-time contract with my 4-year co-op employer, DT Energy. And for that, I am Kettering built. But that story is not unique. In this arena, in this auditorium, this is a common story. And for that, we are Kettering built. And so my challenge to the Kettering built graduates is to add 2 more variables to your handbook of equations while you are developing solutions for the future. And take a time to consider the long-term societal impact your solution has on the society in which it is implemented. And remember to display empathy towards those while you are developing and building a Kettering-built world. Thank you.
Thank you, Laron.